Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Fahad Mirza, and in this video we are going to have a look at very interesting framework called as OmniControl. OmniControl is a minimal yet powerful universal control framework for diffusion transformers models like FLUX. There are two major characteristics of this OmniControl. First, it's a unified control framework that supports both subject-driven control and spatial control, such as edge-guided and in-painting generation. What it means is simply that you give it an image and then you ask it to change it to something else. For example, in your screen at front of you, you can see that we have few examples of in-painting and that um, subject driven control, where if you see here, these are oranges in a basket, and this has been converted from this black and white to the colored one. Similarly, you can see few other examples for the in painting. You can see that we have put a Christmas or Santa hat on Mona Lisa here, and there are a lot of things which you can do, and we will also install it locally, and we are going to test it out with few of the examples on our local system. Another interesting bit about this Omni Control is that it injects control signals while preserving original model structure. It only introduces 0.1% additional parameter to the base model, and I believe it uses Flux Schnell model as a base model as part of its control. So let's get started and we will install it, and I will show you how it works in the Jupyter notebook. Before I move forward, let me give a huge thanks to Massed Compute who are sponsoring the VM and GPU for this video. If you are looking to rent a GPU on very affordable prices, I will drop the link to their website in video's description. I'm also going to give you a coupon code of 50% discount on range of GPUs, so do check them out. Let me take you to my terminal where I have this Ubuntu 22.04 and my GPU card is NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM courtesy Massed Compute. Let's create a Conda environment, and as per the GitHub repo of this model, I'm going with Python 3.10. Let's wait. And now let's install some of the prerequisites. This is going to take a minute or two. Prerequisites are done. Now let's git clone the repo, and I will also drop the link to it in video's description. That is also done. And now I'm going to launch my Jupyter notebook so that we could play around with this model. Let me launch it. So let's first import the libraries which we have installed, and then some of them are from the root of the repo. And that is done. Next, let's download the base model and the LoRa or the control model, which is OmniControl. So you see the base model is FLUX.1 Schnell, which is one model of the Flux family along with Dev and Pro. And then we are putting it to our CUDA device. And after that we are downloading LoRa weights or low rank adaptation weights. It's a small model, the LoRa model, which dictates a specific style of images, and we are just using it for subjective. So let me run it, and the model has started downloading. It is going to take a bit of a time, but these are big models, the Fluxional one. There you go. So all the models are being downloaded, so let's wait. And all the models have been downloaded. Make sure that you have at least 30 to 35 gig of space available on your local system. Now let's try it out. So first up, I'm just giving it an image, and this is the image of this penguin. And then I'm asking it that on Christmas evening on a crowded crowded sidewalk, this item sits on the road covered in snow and wearing a Christmas hat. So this is going to drive this asset as this subject and then create a new image. So we are setting up some seed, and we are piping it through the model and its LoRa. we are setting the image configuration. This should be the size of the image, and then we are converting the image back from latent space to pixel space and then showing the image. So let me run it. And there you go, it has generated the image. Let me show you. Look at the quality of this image. It even says OmniControl. That is cool. That is good. Very interesting. And of course, you can change it as per your own use case. But the quality looks really good. And I have used the Flux model a lot, and I can tell that it really oozes out the Flux quality, which is quite good. Okay, let's see one more example. And before that, let me also introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are AgentQL. AgentQL is a query language that turns any web page into a data source, and I will drop the link to their website in video's description. Okay, so in the next example, I'm going to give it this asset or image of oranges in a bucket. And let me also change it here. Let me quickly check the name of it. So asset is oranges.jpg. So I'm just going to change it here. And once you also git clone that repo, you will get access to all of these assets, or you can use your own if you like. And then we are converting it into this size, and then the prompt is a very close-up view of this item. It is placed on a wooden table. The background is a dark room. The TV is on and the screen is showing a cooking show with text on the screen that reads Omini Control. And by the way, it takes the same amount of VRAM what FLUX.1 or FLUX.dev takes. Around, I would say 30 gig of VRAM should be there, or 28 gig. And then rest is the same. So let me run it. And it has generated the image. Let's see how it looks like. There you go. So right to the dot, it is following the prompt. On the TV we have this text Omini control, and then that bucket of oranges is on the table. And look at hint of that shadow which is being casted here. So really good stuff, really amazing. And the background is slightly in the I would say not blurred, but in the background, whereas the focus is on these oranges. So really good stuff. I think really amazing. I couldn't see any Comfy UI workflow of this yet. I'm not sure if it is Comfy UI compatible at the moment, but when it becomes, I will create another video where I will be sharing not only how to do this in Comfy UI, but also as usual, I will be giving you the free Comfy UI workflow, because I believe that these sort of models, especially with LoRa's, they work best in Comfy UI, because not only you can generate these images, but you can also play around with a lot of other configurations around CFG, samplers and scheduler, and a lot of other things. So that's it. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about it. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please share it among your network, as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching.